but it's so relevant today. We can't hide who we are as a child of the King. We can't hide who we are. We need to proclaim who we are and claim it with boldness.
Yes.
And we can't let the cares of this life and the trials of this life let Satan blow it out.
Yes.
Even though the going gets tough sometimes, my dad used to always tell me, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. When the going gets tough, that's when we got to dig in and just keep going on.
Amen. Keep
putting one foot in front of the other. Because see, there's people that are watching you when adversity comes. There's people around you that are seeing that everything isn't perfect in your life.
Yeah.
If one of you are here tonight that you have the perfect life and you don't have any problems and everything's wonderful and peachy keen, I want to shake your hand.
Yeah.
Because I haven't had that experience. Seems like every time I think everything's going to go right, and I got it all worked out, and God's got it all put in the right direction, something else happens.
Yeah.
But see, it's all of those things that build my faith.
Yes.
And it allows my light to shine in adversity.
Right.
See, it's easy to live for God when everything's going right.
Right.
But it's a different thing when everything seems to be falling apart. And it's there that you do that gut check and understand whether you truly have faith in God.
Amen.
Do I truly have faith in the light that is within me?
Yeah.
Do I have faith that He can bring me through anything? It's because that person that you don't even know is watching you is looking for something that's real. It's looking for something that will change who they are and change their life. And they're saying, I'm going through all of this, but they got nothing to turn to. See, when things start going bad and things start going wrong, it's okay. Because see, I still have a God that has my life in His hands. And that I can look to it and say, God, I need your help.
Yes.
I need strength that can only come from you. And then the miraculous happens and He shores me up. And He keeps me going in the right direction.
Amen.
And He helps me with the strength that I need to keep me going. But see, they don't have that. We have the answer. We have the light. See, I started all of this talking about the Statue of Liberty. And you probably wondered if I was ever going to come back to it. But the thing about it is, it is our job to let our light shine. God gave us the light, and now it's up to us to be good keepers of the light. In closing, there's a placard that sits at the foot of the Statue of Liberty. It's a poem, and I thought it very interesting and how applicable it is to our light that shines within us. It says, not like the brazen giant of Greek fame, when conquering limbs astride from land to land, here at our sea-washed sunset gates shall stand a mighty woman with a torch, whose flame is in prison lightning, and her name, Mother of Exiles. From her beacon hand glows worldwide welcome, her mild eyes command. The air-bridged harbor that twin cities frame, keep ancient lands your storied pomps, cries she. With silenced lips, she says, give me your tired and your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free. The wretched refuse of your teeming shore. Send these, the homeless, tempest-tossed to me. I lift my lamp beside the golden door. If Lady Liberty is proclaiming, give me your poor, give me your huddled masses, give me your wretched refuse, give me your homeless, Jesus said it this way, come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you, and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your souls. For my yoke is easy, and my burden is light. Who tonight will be that lighthouse? Who will be that spiritual statue of liberty in your workplace, or in your community, or in your city? Who will hold the torch in a dark world? Who will go? Who will let your light shine before men? Is that going to be us tonight? Are we going to leave it to somebody else's charge? Or are we going to stand and be that beacon of light that dispels the darkness? See, tonight, my charge is simple. And my message is plain. Let your light shine. Let your light shine. Don't hide it, because you never know that you may be the only light that somebody will ever come in contact with. As the saying goes, the Jesus they see in you may be the only Jesus they ever see.
Right.
So tonight, let's stand. I've got to be a reflection of Jesus Christ. And if I'm going to be a reflection of who Jesus is, I have to follow after His charge. And He said, go into all the world, compelling. I've got to be that light to bring them into the soul-saving station. It is my charge.
Yes.
It is my responsibility to keep that light lit in my life. Tonight, I'm asking you to take an opportunity. If we've let the light dim, or maybe we haven't let it shine as brightly as we could. Maybe we put it under a bushel because we're afraid of what people might see. Maybe you think that you're too insecure and you don't think that you can be a witness to somebody. Well, I'm telling you, you don't have to be insecure. Just be yourself. Because if we truly have the light of Jesus Christ living within us, we will have the characteristics of that light. We will absorb and reflect the light and the love of Jesus Christ to everyone we come into contact with. Tonight, I ask you to take an opportunity. I know it's late, a little later than we normally are, but I don't want to go out of this house. When I walk out those doors, I want my light to shine as bright as the greatest lighthouse that has ever been built. I want to lift up my hands freely and proclaim Jesus is Lord. I want to go out and proclaim that to everyone I come into contact with, that He is a waymaker. He is a healer. He is a deliverer. I want to tell the alcoholic, you can be delivered. I want to tell the drug addict, He can take that away from you. I want to tell the brokenhearted that He can mend that broken heart. I want to take that one that is desperate and feels like there's no reason to live and say, I know somebody that can breathe life back into your life and give you hope and give you peace. See, I want to proclaim to the depressed that I know somebody that can lift that depression from you.
Yes.
I want to talk and speak into the life of that family that's being racked and headed for divorce, that Jesus can step in and that light can shine and bring everything back together again. Why? Because, see, I know a God that has no boundaries. I know a God that has no restrictions. I know a God that can do anything. Above all, we can't even ask or think. We have the answer. But are we going to take the charge and be the light of the world that He has asked us to be? Tonight, I'm talking to me. I've got to be a greater light than I've ever been. I've got to reach like I've never reached before. I have to love like I've never loved before. Because it's my responsibility. But see, there's something interesting. I talked about the one match when it's lit. But there's something about when you grab all the matchsticks in a single box of matches and you light them all at one time. It's amazing how bright that light shines. It goes from one candle power to 50. It goes from 50 to 100. It goes from 100 to 200. If we all let our light shine brightly before men, we can dispel the darkness that is in the entire Washington,